Whether the problem is ghosts or dragons, this clever hero always has the solution. Welcome to the Guild Wars 2 Profession Spotlight, featuring the Engineer, the mechanical genius. The Engineer, being able to adapt to any situation, utilizes a tool belt. This tool belt gives a unique ability based off of the skills you choose. Changing the skill will change the tool belt ability. These abilities vary from on-the-spot heals, stealth, and instant damage that allows the Engineer to specifically conquer any foe in their way. The Engineer's utility skills reflect their genius as they include elixirs, engineering kits, gadgets, and turrets. Elixirs provide powerful boons, cleansing conditions, and even breaking crowd control. Elixir C turns all of your conditions into boons, while the powerful Elixir X will turn you into a deadly tornado or a rampaging brood. Gadgets emphasize utility devices that assist with either mobility or enemy displacement, like the explosive rocket boots or the life-saving AED, which while active will let you die and then bring you back to life. Turrets are unique as they require zero micromanagement and automatically attack and damage enemies. The only thing that you can do with them is detonate them, which deals strong damage in an area and puts the turret on a cooldown. Weapon kits are the most unique attribute about the Engineers, as this is where their versatile nature comes to light. These weapon kits offer a brand new set of weapon skills that deal incredibly strong single target damage as well as powerful AoE. Also, the Engineer can swap in and out of these without a cooldown. However, the abilities for the weapon kit have their own individual cooldowns, include the flamethrower that burns and blinds enemies, as well as the powerful mortar kit that deals significant damage at a very large distance. Being the mechanical genius, the Engineer's trait lines focus heavily on explosives, tools, alchemy, and other feats of their intelligence. The explosives trait line gives your entrances the bang they deserve, as it focuses on increasing strike damage and enhancing anything that goes boom. The firearms trait line has an emphasis on critical hits and heavy condition damage, or damage over time. The inventions trait line is geared towards defensive and supportive traits that focus on healing the Engineer and their allies. Alchemy looks to enhance the boons and the effects from the elixirs that the Engineer utilizes. Also, this trait line has a number of defensive abilities that trigger on their own when the Engineer is in danger. Lastly, the tools trait line enhances weapon kits and tool belt skills along with endurance regeneration, which you use to dodge roll out of danger. The sample leveling build is in the link description below. Engineers do not have access to weapon swapping, as they can utilize their many kits to make up for this shortcoming. Their base weapons are the rifle, the pistol main hand, the pistol offhand, or the shield offhand. The rifle is an excellent starting point for beginning Engineers, as they have a very long range, high damage, and a wealth of crowd control and mobility. The pistol main hand offers great conditions such as bleeding, poisoning, and confusion. Pistol offhand complements an offensive condition damage build by adding burning as well as an immobilizing effect. Offhand shield leads a more defensive route, which is perfect for those Engineers who like to play a little bit more conservatively. Rifle is the best for beginners as it has a wealth of damage, crowd control, and mobility, while pistol main hand and pistol offhand focuses more on condition damage at the sacrifice of mobility and defensives. Double pistol should be taken as the Engineer becomes more confident with their abilities. In open world, core Engineers should focus on their control to handle enemies as they come by, using powerful net shot or overpowered shot to keep enemies at a distance while the rifle turret whittles down the enemy. Once an enemy finally reaches you, you finish them off utilizing the grenade kit for powerful effects and damage. In instance PvE content, maximize the powerful AoE damage that the Engineer brings to the table in either the grenade kit or the mortar kit, which will make quick work of clustered enemies. Core Engineers are not the strongest within melee range of enemies. Their strength lies in mid to far range, utilizing their amazing tools to bring the boom. In PvP Conquest, utilize the great range of abilities such as mortar kits, rifle shots, to hit multiple enemies at the same time while they are attempting to capture a node. When you are focused, use escape tools such as rocket boots or Elixir S to get out of harm's way. When a major teamfight is about to start, opening with a supply drop or an Elixir X to disrupt the enemy team before they can establish control over a node. Again, don't be afraid to use your defensives as you are durable, but every clever genius has their limits. The Engineer has 3 separate elite specializations tied to each individual expansion. For Heart of Thorns, there's the Scrapper. For Path of Fire, there is the Holosmith. And for End of Dragons, there is the Mechanist. These will be covered in a later video. Engineers can solve any predicament they come across through their powerful inventions and explosive way of life. While they bring the bang, they also have quite strong utility to support themselves and allies, and are a welcome addition to any squad. Core engineers should always have an escape that creates distance between them and enemies, so that their turrets and superior range damage can be maximized. While not able to combat many foes at once, they do shine when multiple enemies can be hit with their deadly weapons. Engineers just need a chance, and they can show how explosive they can be. Want to try out PvP? This simple and effective core engineer build is guaranteed to top the competition. Thank you for watching the Guild Wars 2 Profession Spotlight, featuring the Engineer.